Jerome Ford. Tom, ankle sprain. Talk to us about what's going on with him.
It's a high ankle sprain. I put out an Instagram video on our fantasy injury team page a few days ago that really highlights what exactly happened. You can very distinctly see this is that hip drop tackle that caused the injury that the league's trying to get rid of. The defender latched on to Ford's right side and just kind of fell to the ground, and the defender's body weight landed on the outside of Ford's ankle, which causes it's a classic high ankle sprain mechanism. The good news is this is very mild. They're reporting 1 to 2 week absence. What that tells us is that there's little to no loss of stability of the ligaments that are injured. That's crucial because what happens with the bad high ankle sprain is that the ankle stability is impacted, and then the running back or whatever position you are, you can't cut off that ankle as hard, as forcefully, as quickly. When there's a very mild injury, there's not enough tissue damage to cause that instability. So he's just dealing with some pain, some swelling, some soreness, and maybe temporary loss of strength because of the pain. But in a week or two, he should be able to get all that back. And he's the type of player that, because of how minor this injury is, I'm not going to expect a decline in his production when he returns. Whereas a more significant high ankle sprain, you would.
And you always talk about age, Tom, as one of the big indicators. I'm looking up his age. He is 24 years old, so should be able to bounce back. I don't really know about prior injury for him, but, hoping to see him back pretty soon, and been pretty explosive this year so far. Just last game, 11 for 74 with that long 69-yard touchdown. Kareem Hunt, once again, though, fantasy relevant at 28 years old. I do think this week for the Browns, Pierre Strong will be involved a little bit. And beware a little bit before you go grab Kareem Hunt everywhere in DFS. Of course, he's playable in redraft, dynasty, probably not so much because he's so much older. But the Seahawks, who they do play this week, rank 6th against the run in terms of total yards allowed. So maybe temper expectations a little bit. But Tom, like we talked about before, man, this Browns rushing attack has been the focal point of their offense. Been really special. We'll keep an eye on Ford. But for Hunt this week, should be pretty good things in store. On to Saquon Barkley, who, Tom, been doing this, this is our second year doing the pod. I feel like he's been on almost every episode, and it's sad. It's always Barkley. Barkley,
flyer, for sure.
Him, Mike Evans, great players, unbelievable talents. But this week we got Barkley, a hyperextended left elbow, unless you correct me, but that is what my research says. Limited today on Thursday. What can we expect from Barkley?
That's exactly what he's dealing with. It occurred early in the game last week. He came back, played the rest of the game. This is not something that we need to be worried about. It's a very mild injury, no structural damage, not going to need surgery or anything like that. And it's an upper body injury, so it doesn't affect his ability to run, cut, run people over, etc. And perhaps he'll just carry the ball in the other hand if it is bothering him. But really, this is not a concern whatsoever. We're not even worried about like a higher re-injury risk or anything like that.
Okay, great news there. And he's averaging 15.3 points per game this year, which actually is surprising. He has missed some games, which is hurt. But don't look now, Tom. Giants are 2-5. We are ready to make that Super Bowl run, man. 2-5.
Sure,
what a huge win for the G-men behind Tyrod Taylor, and Barkley scored and Waller scored. What a great week. But this week, man, going to be a fun Sunday game, especially in the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey. We got the Giants versus the Jets, 1 o'clock on Sunday. And again, it's going to be a pretty disgusting offensive performance. The game total is the lowest of the week. Vegas has it at 36 points. That's just nasty.
Ew.
And still for Barkley, I'm indifferent on him. Of course, he's an insane running back talent, but I had him last year in so many fantasy leagues. He needs 25 touches to succeed just because of the nature of the Giants offense and how they move the ball, how they struggle to get first down. So this year, Giants, I looked into a little bit. Giants are 29th in the NFL in first downs a game, 16.9 first downs a game. A couple teams behind them. One of them is the Jets. The Jets are 31st in the league with just 15 first downs a game. Steelers are last Tom, I'll let you guess who's first. This should be a layup for you.
In rushing yards?
No, in total first downs for the season per game. Well, maybe it's not so much of a layup, but I'm asking you. No, it is the Birds. The Birds first in the amount of maybe I didn't phrase the question right, but total first downs for the whole season or first downs per game. But the over under, Tom, that I'm putting here on, I'll let you pick this one. How many punts do you think are going to happen in the Giants-Jets game? So this is a, remember when Dallaire came on our show, was doing the kicker props? This is a legit line. This is a legit line you could take.
Oh, is it really?
I haven't seen it out yet, but I'm going to set it at 8.5. What do you think? You take an over under?
Let's see, Zach Wilson versus Tyrod Taylor, most likely. I'm going over.
I think as soon as that line comes out, can that be my bet of the week, my sleeper pick, Tom?
Yes,
the over on punts? I think I'm going to hit that. All right.